What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DX Gamer Show. My name is Mike, aka Operation DX, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different with my look video. So today I'm doing this in a live commentary environment, and the reason I'm doing that, not something I typically do, but the reason I'm doing that is because the build of the game I have before me in my hands is fairly bare bones, so I feel like I can get through the meat and potatoes of the game in a relatively timely manner without missing too many details, or any, really. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Today we are looking at Starship Corporation, a game developed by Coronado Games, published by Iceberg Interactive. Play it cool. Alright, so let's not stare at the intro screen any longer, although I gotta say I really like this green HAL thing going on in the center of the screen. I do like it, and I like all the starships flying around. It's pretty cool, even though it's not real, 3D. Alright, and then it looks like there's going to be multiplayer in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit single player game. Let's start a new sandbox game. We get a picture for a split second, and we got to name our corporation. So let's go ahead and give it a name. We're going to call it the DX Starship Inc. Incorporated. Alright, next. Alright, so how this works is we get a couple of different text descriptions of the state of our company. It essentially starts easy, medium, hard, right? So we're going to go ahead and just select easy. It doesn't matter. There's not much to it. I mean, if I was playing a normal game of this, I might do it differently, but for now, just so I can show you guys. Alright, so after you pick that, then we want to decide what the state of the current market is, or the economy. So our credit limit is, 100,000, 10,000, 1,000. So we're going to go, again, easy. And finally, we have to pick what the goal of our corporation is going to be. Is it going to be wealth? Is it going to be technology? Is it going to be to win some crazy race? This one seems odd, but I like tech. So we're going to go technology, and we are going to hit start. And we've got an interesting picture there, maybe of the developers of the game. Looks like there may have been 2 or 3, and then they copied themselves lots and lots and lots of times. Anyways, that was kind of an interesting picture. Alright, so you can see that the galaxy map is limited. It's letting us know. Okay, so this is a press build of the early access version of this game. There's a chance you'll get more content when the game launches on the 29th. So essentially when this video launches is when the game is going to launch, and there may be more to it. So I'm just showing you what I have in my hands currently. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in on pretty much the only star system we have access to in the game. So the first things that we need to do, or the first steps we need to do, is actually build an office in the star system. So we can see by adding a new office in the star system, we have a construction cost of 20 BTC. It will cost us 9 BTC per day, and the tax rate is 0, probably subject to change. Balance, and more balance. All right, so let's add our office. So we have our office here, and we can see on the right side of the screen, it looks like we have 2 shipyards and 3 research labs. All right, and there's really not much else in this this category here. We can start time, we can get it kicking off and moving and stuff if we want to. I'm just going to leave it alone. So let's go over here to, well, we can look at this real quick. We can see our credit limit is 100,000. We got our win conditions, and then we got some more information. We paid 20,000 BTC for the office, so it's just giving us a little bit of info. And yeah, I don't know what rating is. It may be the rating you get based on what kind of starships that you fulfill for contracts, which we will get to in just a second here. Don't get ahead of myself. All right, so we are clicking on the technology tab. All right, so as I showed you, we have 3 different research labs, and up here are the different technologies available for us to research. And we can quickly kind of go through this. So let's say, I want to get a better bridge on my ship in a, sometime soon. So I'll go ahead and delegate 3,500 BTC into that research. It almost maxes it actually. So we'll begin research, and then we'll click Lab B. And let's say in Lab B we want to get some better engines going on here. So we'll go ahead and sign Lab B, and we'll put a credit limit of, hey, what the heck, we'll do 3,500 BTC, begin research, and then, hey, maybe we want some defense on our ships. Now, keep in mind that you may not want to do this. I'm just randomly doing this. You might want to look at the contracts first and then make a decision on where your research is going to go. I'm just randomly doing this to kind of show you. Alright, so we have defense systems, shield systems. We are going to put 3,500 BTC. That puts us just between large and advanced shield, and we'll hit begin research. These don't start ticking until you actually start the timer in the game, which we're not really, we're not going to do. Alright, so that's pretty much how technology works. So let's head over to the market real quick. So I'm like bouncing back and forth, back and forth. Alright, so we can see we have a couple of contracts available to us, and there's a couple of designs inside of the the game when you get it. Tutorial and sample ship. I don't know if this is something you'll get when you get your hands on early access. I can only assume that you will, to kind of help you get acclimated and understand how to build your starship. But as you can see, all of these contracts, none of our ship designs fulfill them. So we would have to design our own starship in order to make that happen. However, our tech is fairly limited, so we may not be able to fulfill any of these contracts at all. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kick off with a new design with no objectives. So we'll go ahead and select the shuttle. One can only assume that they will add more ship hull types as the game progresses in early access. Hopefully it is successful. I wish them nothing but success, because this does seem like it could be a cool game. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and hit start. We get a couple of cool pictures here, and here we are inside of the I would say the meat and potatoes of probably what this game is going to be, and that is ship design. Alright, so up here in the middle we can see that we have some errors going on. This essentially tells us what we need in the ship in order to have a basic functioning ship. Once you fulfill all of these, you can fly it, you can test it out, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and go to the upper deck. Go ahead and slap a bridge inside of our ship here real quick. It kind of fits nice and snug right here, but it kind of wastes a ton of room up there. If you put it like completely centralized, that also wastes like a ton of room. Man, I can't talk. I'm like on the brink of not being able to talk properly. Alright, so we'll slap down our bridge. You can see that our bridge has a electric symbol. That means that we have no power. So, before we put the power in, we might want to put some other things in, like, say, a computer system. That might help out the ship kind of good. Okay, and then as we do these things, we see that we have some extra icons popping up. So the computer system needs to be cooled. So we need to build a coolant system. So we might want to go ahead and do that next. In order to build the coolant system, it has to be connected to the outside wall here. So we'll go ahead and build two. Can we put it right next to each other? No. All right, we're going to build two coolant systems. And then what we need to do is we need to route those coolant systems. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Take it away. We need to route the coolant systems to the computer, and then eventually route them to other things that need coolant. Alright, so we've got that routed. However, we still currently have no power available on our ship. So we're going to go ahead and put our reactor down. Now, this isn't going to work right here as a ship. I can tell you that right now, this is not going to work. And the reason why is because people need to walk around the ship. So currently they have no way to get from here to here to here to here to here kind of thing. So what we need to do is go over to the infrastructure and go to hatches, and we need to connect these different areas. So we'll try not to waste space. We'll connect the generators. We'll flip this around. Yeah, this will be fine. We could do this. We'll double hatch it. The coolant systems will be protected quite well. And then what we want to do is create a cooling hatch to the exterior of the ship. And that's kind of how these work. And then let's go ahead and route the cooling over to the generator because it requires cooling. And then what we can start doing is actually turning some of this stuff on. So we can turn the generator on, and we can start turning these hatches on. We could turn the computer on. You can see some of these symbols kind of going away, and you can see like the error messages will slowly go away. And that's kind of how it works. So I'm not going to go too deeply in here because I can spend all day. I'm already at 11 minutes, so I don't want this video to be super long. So we're going to move on to the next aspect of the game. So we're going to go into modules. We are going into crew management. All right, so this will be like the last thing that I kind of show you off. The shipyard is for building ships. We can't currently do that in the game. Alright, so what we need to do here is we need to essentially load up a Starship, which I forgot how to do. That's no good. Oh yeah, okay, load Starship class, and then we have the tutorial and sample here. Okay, there we go. So we're going to load these up. These are 12,000 BTC ships, and essentially, ooh, don't crash. Please. Alright, so we're set here. And this allows us to put the ship through a trial run. So let's go ahead and start the mission. Okay. And we can kind of test out the ship. We're loading up. And start mission. Alright, so we have our crew here. So here we have our tech guys, engineers. They have, you know, all kinds of stats, health, morale, experience, their air. And we have to try to keep the ship healthy with our current crew. So we have the bridge here. We want to send our pilots over. And we want to kind of watch the systems with our engineers. This system is currently in good shape. We might want to move our engineers around just to you know, make sure that all the other systems are being taken care of, because they do start to go down in maintenance. You can see this is already dropping rapidly. We'll send our engineers back in here, but if we go to the upper deck, we'll see that like soon this is going to need a pilot to go in here. We can shut some of these systems down to try to protect them, but essentially if you don't meet the basic criteria, the ship will explode or it will go offline and you will fail the mission because everyone dies inside and it's no good. Alright, so we're just going to kind of watch up top. There we go. So we need a pilot to go inside here. I'm going to send the pilot over. You know, this is alright. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a little more detail here, maybe with a proper like people walking around, but like I don't mind the portrait kind of thing, you know. It works for me, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Alright, so let's send these techs out to different systems. That, of course, is immediately going to make our main system kind of go down here. The efficiency is dropping rapidly, but we actually are going to run into some problems up top here too. So we've actually got to take a couple of our engineers and bring them up top. And we have a medic over here that needs to go into the water treatment center. That's his speciality. All right, and all right. So how many engineers? It tells you how many technicians you need. We have 2 technicians in there. We don't need 2 technicians. We'll send this technician off and repair the other part of the ship. So this is essentially how it works. You want to try to keep the game moving and flowing. You got like you can sound alerts. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kinds of stuff, but essentially shut up, battle station. Shut up. All right, that's essentially it. That's what I want to show you. There's not much else to it currently. Hopefully in the launch version there will be. I'm about to die because things are going to fall apart me, and I'm not really doing anything now. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, and take care.